1 year after the brutal murders of her friends Helen and Barry by the vengeful fisherman Ben Willis, Julie James is attending summer classes in Boston, but suffers from nightmares of the incident. Julie's roommate, Carla Wilson, receives a phone call from a local radio station and wins a vacation for 4 to the Bahamas. Julie invites her boyfriend, Ray, who despite initially declining, decides to go. That evening, Ray and his coworker Dave drive to Boston to surprise Julie, but stop due to a body in the middle of the road. When Ray discovers the body is a mannequin, Ben appears and kills Dave with his hook, then chases Ray in a truck, but Ray escapes and falls down a hill. The next morning, Julie, Carla's boyfriend Tyrell, and their friend Will Benson depart for the trip. The group arrives at the hotel in Tower Bay and checks in. Elsewhere, Ray, at the hospital, disappears. That evening, at the hotel's bar, Julie is singing karaoke when the words "I still know what you did last summer" appear on screen. Terrified, she runs back to her room. Will confesses he likes Julie. Derek, a dockhand, is tying up a boat when he is then murdered by Ben. Afterwards, Olga, the housekeeper, finds bloody sheets. Ben then slices her, dragging her into a room. The others get into a hot tub while Julie, in her room, is unable to find her toothbrush. She searches her room before finding Derek dead in the closet. Horrified, she informs her friends, but Derek's body is missing. Mr. Brooks, the hotel manager, refuses to believe her story. Mr. Brooks notes they are unable to leave the island due to an incoming storm. Ray, who has survived his injuries, heads out to rescue Julie. The next day, the group finds Olga and Mr. Brooks murdered and the two-way radio, their only way of contact, destroyed. Isolated, the group goes to the room of Estes, the boat hand porter, and finds that he has been using voodoo against them. Estes appears, explaining he was trying to protect them after realizing that their answer to the radio station's question was incorrect. He tells them that Ben and his wife Sarah had 2 children, a son and a daughter. Ben murdered Sarah when he found out about an affair. Estes goes missing and Will volunteers to find him, while Ray takes a boat to the island. Julie, Carla, and Tyrell return to the hotel and find Nancy, the bartender, hiding in the kitchen. Ben appears in the kitchen and kills Tyrell. The girls retreat to the attic where Carla is attacked by Ben. Julie and Nancy rescue Carla and run to the storm cellar, where they find Ben's victims. Will bursts in and takes the girls back to the hotel, stating that he saw Ben on the beach. At the hotel, Will tells them that Estes attacked him and he is bleeding from the stomach. Nancy and Carla leave to find a first aid kit, but find Estes impaled with a harpoon. Ben appears, kills Nancy, and attacks Carla. While Julie tends to Will, he reveals that it is not his blood, and asks Julie what her favorite radio station is, revealing that he was the radio host and had killed Estes. Will drags Julie to a graveyard where he reveals that he is Ben's son. Ben appears and attacks Julie before Ray arrives and fights Will. When Ben tries to stab Ray, he accidentally kills Will instead. While Ben is distraught from killing his son, Julie shoots him dead. Back at the hotel, Carla is found alive and they are rescued by the Coast Guard. Sometime later, Ray and Julie get married and buy a home. Ray is brushing his teeth and the bathroom door is locked while he is occupied. Julie sits down on the bed and looks in the mirror, seeing Ben underneath. She screams as Ben pulls her under the bed.